of that, because multi-vial doses, because when you have a vial that you're going to have to inject in multiple times, like a 10-vial dose, you want to make sure you have a preservative in there that doesn't cause a bacterial contamination that'll make things worse. But there will be pre-filled syringes for children that will be thimerosal free.
Caller, another comment?
That's wonderful. The other, that's really good to hear. I would just suggest that you make enough doses of that available, because that's just the direction in which parents want to go.
Right.
The other question I have is a Kern County-centered question, in that we've had some really terrible layoffs of people in the emergency preparedness area. We had one guy who's just been studying this virus alone be laid off. And I'm just terrified, because here in Kern County, we're laying off the very people that we need, the most knowledgeable people, at a time in which we need them. So I was wondering, is there going to be any emergency funding or some sort of direct federal assistance in getting the people most knowledgeable back on the ball? Because we've just totally dropped the ball here in Kern County.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's an excellent point that the caller made. In fact, we've anticipated the difficulty that states and local authorities always have when you're dealing with a potential crisis like this. And just a few weeks ago, the Department of Health and Human Services allocated and authorized $350 million to be given to the state and local authorities, some of which, about 90 million of which, go directly to the hospitals to be able to handle just what the caller was talking about.
You mentioned the 5 groups
Right.
of people who you'd recommend get the shots,
Right.
but in terms of number of doses, number of
Right.
vaccines out there, what's the target?
The target in the first round is to ultimately get about 195 million doses. That isn't all delivered at the same time in the fall, but over a period of time through the months. The projection of having about 110, 120